music tutorial on Robert Schumann's The Happy Farmer, Opus 68, number 10. This piece is to be played brisk and cheerful. It is in 4/4 time and in F major. Your sheet music might have a large C where the time signature is written. This stands for common time and is shorthand for 4/4 time, the most common time signature. It is also in ternary form, although the return of the A section is more elaborate and denser than the original. Even though this is a brisk and cheerful piece, it's a good idea when you first learn it. And this rule applies to every piece you learn, no matter how advanced you are. Always master it at a slow tempo. Mastering it slow will make it easier to bring it up to speed cleanly. Let's look at the A section. What I'm going to focus on is playing the left hand to the bottom of the keys. I'm playing the left hand with my whole arm so the notes ring out. And I'm playing my right hand lightly using a dribbling motion from my wrist and keeping firm fingers. Also, measures 3 and 4 have some quarter notes in the right hand. Make sure to catch that detail and lean a little longer on those chords. Oops. These chords also lay out the harmonic structure of the piece, leading the A section to end on the dominant with a half cadence. So you have your G7 to C. So it's modulating into the dominant C major. Since the A section repeats, I will first play it slow, then repeat it at tempo. So now we have the B section, which is an entire 2 measures and stays in the dominant key. The melody is in the right hand. The left hand has a nice harmonization to the melody. This creates a skeleton or foundation. Just listen to it without the accompanying chords. You want to bring this skeleton out louder than the light and bouncy chords that are written in between. Here it is, slow. I do want to point out that the G on measure 6 in the edition that I'm using notes to play the G with finger 4, then switch to finger 5. I understand this choice if you have a smaller hand, but if your hand is large like mine, you really don't need to do the switch. You probably can reach the other notes with your finger 4 on the G instead of. I also find it takes a little bit of time to switch, and that can slow down the overall tempo. Now we have the return of the A theme and the return of the tonic chord. The A theme is more elaborate, starting the melody in parallel octaves with both hands. Then the melody returns to the left hand. So here's the return of the A theme slow. Both B and second A theme repeat at measure 6. So here is both at tempo. Okay, this is a great piece for strengthening the balance of different voices between both hands. A lot of piano music will place the melody as the highest note played in the right hand. But Schumann decided to move the melody between hands and also requires the pianist to play with light accompanying chords with different hands and in different ways. Also, for those of you who are studying or teaching music theory, this piece is a great example of the function of a secondary dominant. The first A section ends with a G7 to C. So here we have our G7, C. G7 being the secondary dominant, functioning as a dominant of C. I hope you enjoy learning and performing this piece. I love the chill and upbeat mood and like to include it in my student recitals as an audience pleaser. Happy practicing!